Hello Cap, welcome to your November reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you this month. Now, this is a general reading. As always, it's not going to resonate for all of you. Please take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. I am pulling out a couple of archetypes as well as oracle cards for you. You have the river and the seed. We will talk about these before we pull your tarot spread. Your tarot is going to give us a peek at your general energy, love as well as career. So, time to go. All right. Let's get a moonology. Adjustments are required. All right. I hope you like my spooky setup. I tried to be spooky and then I painted this workstation with 3 dogs around me. It was the stupidest thing I've ever done. Anyway, let's talk about your archetypes first. All right. To start off, we have the seed. It's one of my favorite archetype cards. The seed talks about new beginnings, which can be quite painful. We are in Scorpio season. Okay, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars, but it's a very transformative season. It is a season of understanding what it is you need to remove from your life and, rise up as a phoenix from the ashes. It's about rebirth. It talks about reinventing yourself. Now, the seed is a beautiful card to get during this time because it talks about, okay, so you see the pearl in the middle and you know how pearls are created, right? Within that oyster shell, when there's a little piece of sand that goes in, it irritates the oyster and it starts forming a protective barrier. So it starts coating that little piece of sand with what eventually turns into a pearl. So it's a great time to ask yourself, what are your irritants? What are things that bother you? What are things that you need to address? And what are things that you need to embrace within your life? Something may be difficult, something may be taxing, but is it refining you? Is it making you a more polished individual, right? Because I feel like the more you go through in life, the more mature you get. And maturity is beautiful. Maturity is graceful. Maturity is being able to deal with conflict head on in a very elegant way. So right now is a very fertile time for you to make those changes, for you to form that pearl, and for you to, intentionally begin a new story for yourself. Is there something that is okay? So let me bring up another metaphor. So you know how there's a little seed in the ground. It's a tiny little seed and it's trying to come up through the soil. Imagine how much turmoil that little seedling has to go through to emerge and push through that layer of soil. It's very, very difficult, right? Because a seedling is super weak. I need you to understand that no matter how weak you feel right now, you have so much strength inside you. And once you do emerge from that soil, there is a potential of you growing into a giant oak. All right, just keep that in mind. No matter how difficult things seem right now, they will get better. You will establish those roots. You will establish stability and structure for yourself, which Capricorns hold in very high regard, as you should. Now, we have the river. Just a second. The river is another wonderful archetype. The river talks about emotion because water in general represents emotion. It talks about going with the flow. Okay, it's like the opposite of building a wall around yourself. It's like letting go, just being free with yourself and the people around you. And it also talks about, bursting forth, even if it means being in tears or laughing your head off or singing or being in despair, being apathetic, whatever it is. Embrace all the emotions around you and within you. It's easy for earth signs, for you Virgo and Taurus, to build walls around yourself, like I said, okay, to go inward and hermitize yourself when things get difficult. Now is not the time to do that, because with the river archetype coming up, you need to realize you cannot resist this. Okay, you cannot resist the river, you cannot resist change. So it's best, instead of going against the current and hiding everything and keeping everything to yourself, maybe it's time to embrace the relationships around you and be a little more open with what you're feeling. And that may just surprise you. The people around you may just surprise you. They may help in your evolution as the new seed, right? I love how both these cards are so harmonious. Okay, adjustments are required and time to go. Again, they're kind of mirroring each other. I feel like the time to go card is talking about letting go of old beliefs and traditions and ideas. There may be, okay, so there is a thing called childhood conditioning, all right? I have spoken to a couple of people who were not, while growing up, they were not used to expressing their feelings within their home environment. They were not only not given the permission to, but they were considered weak if they expressed any sort of emotion. And over time, that generates into them being closed off as adults. Okay, I think this is a great time to let go of all those beliefs that emotion make you weak and adjust to a new way of thinking, and realizing that the people around you are there to help, and showing emotion is not weak. Okay, let's pull out your tarot and get a general energy to start with. The Hierophant, the Star, and the Lovers. Wow, 3 major arcana. Beautiful. I think you're the only one who's got 3 major arcana in the general energy so far. All right, let's get you career cards. I will only clarify if I need to, because these cards are very detailed. Another major arcana, the Empress, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Devil, another major arcana. What is going on, Cap? You're showing up to your own reading, and I am not dissing you out. Every zodiac sign has a corresponding tarot card, and for Capricorns, it's the Devil. All right, let's pull out love, and then we'll get to it. The Hanged Man. How many majors are you going to get? 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. All right. All right. So, for your general energy, I feel like a lot of importance is going towards love. It's going towards commitment. It's going towards being in a traditional relationship. There is a wish here with the Star. I'm going to get one clarifier for each. The Knight of Swords, oh gosh, Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, beautiful. Why is the Knight of Swords here? I want another one. 7 of Swords. Okay, let's get 1 or 2 for the Star. 10 of Pentacles again. Okay, I don't need another one. So, Cap, I feel like your idea of a traditional relationship may not be what you think it is. Okay, hear me out. With the Hierophant, I feel like you are trying to reach a higher level of commitment within whatever union this is, but either you are not putting in as much work as you need to, or your words are very cutting. There isn't enough, because there are no cups here whatsoever. Let me see again. No cups yet. No. I feel like your intentions are good, okay, but there isn't enough emotion, and that is what the River card is talking about as well. You need to let loose a little bit, because you're coming across as someone who could be slightly cold and reckless. I understand that with the Lovers card being clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, you have the desire to start something. You have the desire to communicate and to, take fast-paced action towards this person. And with the Star card, your wish is to establish that firm foundation within this relationship. I mean, I know this is your general energy, but I can't help it. You have the Lovers right smack dab in the middle. So you're wishing for that permanence. You're wishing for that stability within whatever union this is. But you may not be coming about it correctly. Okay? We will talk about that more once we reach your love. We have the Empress for your career with the Four of Pentacles and the Devil. I want to clarify the Devil. The Emperor. Right. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. I want another one. The Knight of Cups. Let's get another one for the Devil. The Empress again. The Emperor and the Empress together. Wow. That's crazy. Ha. Okay. You want to see growth. Okay. You want to see success within your career, of course. With the Four of Pentacles, you are holding on to the idea that you are not enough. You're holding, okay, why I'm saying this is because you have the Emperor and the Empress here, and you have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands here. You are holding on to the idea that you are not enough, and this ideology of you reaching that apex in life is so overwhelming that it's holding you back. The Devil talks about control. It talks about someone being puppeted and someone being in a loop and they can't get out of it. I feel like in order to achieve success, you are putting yourself down. You are not giving yourself the due consideration that is needed. It's like, when you're climbing the ladder to success, you want to go from step 1 to step 35 in one leap. And if you're not being able to do that, you start putting yourself down and you start blaming yourself. That's what I'm getting from this. And I feel like it's my turn to tell you to not do that to yourself, Capricorn, because you are the hardest worker in the zodiac. Okay, that is a fact. And if there is anything that's going to make you doubt yourself and it's going to make you beat yourself up, it is if you cannot reach that success within the time frame you set for yourself. Divine timing is a thing. The universe is at play. I'm not saying chuck it up to Mike, chuck it up to God, chuck it up to the universe. No, hard work does pay off, but don't put so much pressure on yourself that you don't enjoy the journey. All right, there is absolute abundance coming in for you with the Emperor, the Empress, twice. Okay, just give yourself some time, give yourself some space, and stop putting so much pressure on yourself, Cap. Okay, let's look at love. Hanged Man, suspended energy, 10 of Pentacles, mirroring this. You want stability here, but you're not doing anything about it. 9 of Swords, there could be some kind of guilt, some kind of anxiety. Let's get one clarifier for the Hanged Man and one for the 9 of Swords. The Hierophant again. Wow, commitment is really on your mind, but I don't see any cards of action really. I mean, I do with the 8 of Wands, but I feel like the Page of Wands. Okay, let's clarify the 9 of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. You know what I'm getting, Cap? You want love. You want a new beginning. You want to feel that emotional and material contentment within your partnership. But you're coming across as a page and a knight. You need to come across as an emperor, or at the very least a king. You have that desire with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. But with the Page of Wands is not a strong enough energy. I know with the Hierophant, you do have it in you. You do have that desire to take this to a higher level. But the Hanged Man is a card of no action. It's a card of just like suspending yourself and not doing anything. I mean, you are kind of changing your perspective, and maybe that is what your spread is trying to tell me. You need to shift your perspective and maybe approach this in a different way. Because with the Seven of Wands here and the Nine of Swords, I feel like you are being defensive. There is some kind of anxiety, some kind of stress that's holding you back. I want another one. Three of Pentacles. You need to work hand in hand with this person, whoever this is. I feel like you are coming with your energy. I haven't seen your person's energy anywhere except here. I feel like instead of putting forth your ideals and beliefs and how you want things to go, I think you need to take into consideration what your person wants as well and how they want to go about it. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's time to let go of old beliefs. Maybe what this is talking about is you having that beautiful intention to make things work, you having that intention to take things to the higher level, but maybe you're not expressing yourself clearly. You're not expressing yourself enough, because I keep looking at the Knight of Swords, who, like I said, is a very reckless knight who does not think before he speaks. So the adjustments that are required may just be that. May just be introducing more emotion into this relationship and removing the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, that kind of energy, just getting rid of it, right? And focusing more on the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Pentacles twice, which is insane, by the way, and the Hierophant. So I think that stability and commitment, higher commitment you are looking for, it's not going to just fall into your lap just because you have the intention for it, So I think this is something that you need to work on, and overall it's looking like a lovely month for you. Just a few adjustments, few tweaks are required. That's about it. I would look forward to November if I were you. Have a lovely month, Cap. I will see you soon. Bye bye.